Labour Federation Cosatu has taken the nation into its confidence on the first 3-day CEC meeting for the year. The Federation conceding that the meeting comes when the country is facing the most unprecedented trying times ever in the history of the democratic dispensation. The elephant in the room is developments at Eskom following revelations of rampant corruption flagged by former CEO Ruyter.
We are worried about the speed of not allowing the Ruyter to finish his term. Is it because of this interview that some of us have been watching that he's starting to speak now? It worries us. It should worry all of us. It should worry every South African. What is the meaning of it? And who is going to be acting? We're very clear, as Cosatu, as the GS was saying. We don't want an acting CEO who is the chair of the board, so he reports to himself. And we've been there, we've done it. It does not work. But we may need to understand the rationale of the Eskom board on their decision with regards to a Ruyter. But it's interesting for us to follow on the issues that he's raising.
Cosatu says as it was processing the surprise announcement of a new Ministry of Eskom under the presidency, the entity is facing these revelations by Ruyter. It wants government to be transparent, saying the surprise announcements go against the responsibility of consultations within the tripartite alliance.
We had no idea of that ministry. We all heard for the first time when the president was making an announcement in the State of the Nation address. We are yet to be taken through by the ANC on what exactly would be the difference of that ministry in terms of the actual turnaround that it is expected to do in the crisis that we are finding ourselves. Is it linked to the national state of disaster?
The Federation says load shedding has made it difficult for workers to carry on with their duties, made worse by low wages and a government that doesn't want to give in to their demands. The government has today been served with a 7-day notice to go on an indefinite strike action on their call for a 10% salary hike.
We support the public service unions who are currently mobilizing against the employer in defense of the collective bargaining. We call on the South African government to sit down with the unions and negotiate in good faith to avoid a protracted strike.
Cosatu has cautiously welcomed the 2023 budget, but says there remains areas of concerns around the declaration of a national state of disaster at Eskom and the finer details on this move.
We think more rot, as we have said, is there, and maybe we may want to look into what the budget allocation is for Eskom. What are we slashing? Is it the debt for people to continue to do what they do? We need to be clear on the monitoring of what we are allocating. Because from what the Ruyter was saying, you are wondering whether what we have just celebrated in terms of that allocation to Eskom, is it really going to take us is it going to make anything better now? Or it is just a way of saying there's more Christmas that is coming to Eskom. Line up yourselves, Father Christmas is here, and nothing is going to change.
Cosatu has extended an olive branch to alliance partner, the ANC in government, to do right by the consultation processes on major developments in the country. And they want the Eskom CEO position filled as a matter of urgency and workers' demands met in a way that a strike action will be averted and relations mended. Katlego Lohodi, SABC News, Johannesburg.